Yesterday, Christopher Nolan dropped a $250 million movie, The Odyssey. Here is what the trailers will not tell you. Every place in that film is real. No sets. No fake islands. You can stand in almost every single frame. 6 facts. All true, all checked. And at the end, how to go. The crowds arrive next summer. You will get there first. Fact 1. This is the first movie in history shot entirely on IMAX 70mm cameras. Nobody had ever done it. Nolan hates green screens, so he moved 500 people across 6 countries: Morocco, Greece, Sicily, Malta, Scotland, Iceland. Troy was not built in a studio. It was Aït Benhaddou, a mud brick fortress town in Morocco. Real walls, real desert. The underworld shores, Iceland. Real black sand, real fog. This blockbuster is accidentally a travel documentary. Every landscape exists right now. Fact 2. In a Greek region most tourists skip, the Peloponnese, sits Voidokilia Beach from above, a perfect letter O. No architect designed it. Waves did. Over thousands of years, the sea drew a near-perfect ring around still, turquoise water. Now the part that gives historians chills. This is Homer's sandy Pylos. The beach is named in the poem itself. In the story, Telemachus lands here and King Nestor welcomes him. Nolan filmed the Odyssey where the Odyssey says it happened. The bay is a protected reserve. No bars, no hotels. And above it waits a cave. That cave is Fact 3. Fact 3. The cave is called Nestor's Cave. This is reportedly where Nolan shot the Cyclops scenes. It fits scary well. Ancient legend says the god Hermes hid stolen cattle in this exact cave. A thief's hiding place. Now a monster's lair. But the real treasure sits 7 kilometers inland. The Palace of Nestor. The best preserved Mycenaean palace on Earth. Around 1200 BC, it burned. The fire baked 1,200 clay tablets rock hard. Destruction preserved the oldest written Greek. For 3,000 years, nobody could read them. Then, in 1952, an architect named Michael Ventris cracked the code. And there is one more thing in those ruins. A painted clay bathtub, still whole, over 3,000 years old. In the poem, Telemachus gets a bath at this exact palace. Archaeologists dug up the bathtub. The story and the dirt agree. You can see it today for a few euros, usually no line. Fact 4 is a fortress by the sea. Fact 4. Down the coast stands Methoni Castle. Nolan filmed here too. And you might know its builders already. Venice, the empire from our Spinalonga story. In 1209, they turned this cape into 93,000 square meters of fortress. Every Venetian ship sailing east stopped here. Crete, Cyprus, the Holy Land. Methoni was the empire's service station. Walk the stone bridge. The Lion of St. Mark still guards the gate. At the sea end sits the Bortzi, a tower on its own islet. Over 5 centuries, that tower was a fort, a lighthouse, a refuge, and a prison. 4 lives. Sound familiar? Methoni is free to enter, nearly empty at sunset. That ends when the movie crowds arrive. Fact 5 crosses the sea. Fact 5. Nolan's Ithaca, the home Odysseus spends 10 years trying to reach, is not in Greece at all. It is Favignana, a small island off Sicily. 500 crew members quietly took over its little town for months. Scholars think this could be the goat island from the poem. Wild. Empty. 1 day's row from the Cyclops. But these waters hide documented history. March 10th, 241 BC. Rome and Carthage collide here. The First Punic War ends in 1 day. Rome sank 50 enemy ships, captured 70 more, took 10,000 prisoners, all within sight of Favignana's shore. Since 2004, divers have raised 25 bronze warship rams from the bottom, untouched for 2,000 years. The rams sit in Favignana's museum, a converted tuna factory. Homer's myth, Rome's victory, Hollywood's Ithaca, one tiny island. Fact 6 is not about a place. It is about you, and why this story has worked for 3,000 years. The Greeks had a word for homecoming: nostos, the ache to return. The entire Odyssey runs on that one feeling. In 1688, a Swiss doctor glued nostos to algos, the word for pain. He invented a diagnosis. Today, psychology says the opposite. Nostalgia makes life feel connected, like your story is one piece, not scattered fragments. Harrison. So when a place pulls at you, like home, that is not weakness. That is the oldest story in the West, working in you. Now the practical part. Fly into Kalamata. Rent a car. Base near Pylos. Every Greek location sits within 40 minutes. Morning. Voidokilia and the cave, in soft light. Midday. The palace and the bathtub. Sunset. The walls of Methoni. Go in May, June, or September. Expedia already named this region a top film destination. The clock is ticking. For Sicily, take the ferry from Trapani to Favignana, 30 minutes, then rent a bicycle. The island is almost flat. Last tip: watch the film first. A landscape you have already seen on screen feels different under your feet. The place finishes the story. 6 facts. 5 countries. One 3,000-year-old story about trying to get home. The places were real all along. Here is your treasure map. Screenshot it. Kalamata unlocks Greece. Trapani unlocks Favignana. The places are waiting. All you add is the ticket. Want the story before the trip? Subscribe. Next time, the lake that turns blood red and the life that loves it.